Hi everyone, it's Kylie from Happy Little Stampers and I'm back again to show you how to use your Brusho watercolour crystals and mica powders. Creates a beautiful watercolour and metallic look and the results are fantastic. So I've just picked out some Brusho colours and complementing mica colours. I have quite a few to choose from, so I'm lucky in that regard, and I've pre-cut my watercolor paper at 4 by 5¼ inches, so that is perfect for my standard card size. Now sometimes after stamping you will see here that my acrylic block is really dirty, so I keep some hand sanitizer on hand and I use that to clean my acrylic blocks and my craft mat, and it works a treat. It's amazing. So here I'm going to stamp a background with Versamark ink because I'm going to emboss all my butterflies and I'm stamping very randomly, and this is going to create a resist technique. So you'll see that once I emboss all my butterflies, that the paint will resist from that embossed area and they will show up really, it'll be so pretty. So for this one I'm going to just heat setting my embossing powder. I've used white embossing powder for this one. And I'm going to be using a couple of different blues. So this is a cobalt blue. I'm sprinkling the Brusho straight onto the craft mat, as you can see, spritzing with a bit of water and then smooshing it up with my paper. Now as you can see, I like to dry in between my smooches, and when you do that you have to make sure that your embossing powder has actually cooled down before you start smooshing again, because you will smudge the embossing powder if you have reheated it. Now there I added some blue mica powder. It doesn't show especially well on the camera, but you will see when you see it in real life, the shine that it adds to your backgrounds is simply amazing. I've added a darker blue there, I think it's the Ost blue, and I'm just smooching that into the corners and sides of my card, so I'm being quite controlling with my smooching, and that technique works really well. It doesn't have to be so random. I still love the random look that it gives us, but the randomness is beautiful. Now if you just saw that red panel before, I actually had done another panel with red and gold, and that panel was just using the leftover ink on my craft mat and just wiping that up with another piece of watercolor paper. So always have some spares because you don't want to put that to waste. Now here's another different technique where I'm just I'm putting the Brusho straight onto the cardstock and then spritzing with water, and then I'm really heavily laying down this mica powder and being quite rough with it, like just spreading it around with my tool there. And when you heat the powder, the metallic side of things, that's what it reacts with, and it will start shining like you won't believe. So there's no rhyme nor reason to what I'm doing here. I'm just playing. I'm just collecting all the ink and the mica powder off my craft mat, and it gives you this amazing random background, and no two background is ever going to be the same. They're just wonderful. I'm hoping you can catch the shine with the pink and the blue here, because it is sensational, really pretty. Some people like to just leave theirs to dry naturally. I always have my heat gun. I don't think it makes too much difference, and I'm actually too impatient to wait for them to dry naturally, so I've always got my heat gun ready, and the heat gun heating between layers gives you so much more texture and so many different patterns. I think it's worth doing. So that was really quick, really easy and fun to do, and you can see I've just I've got extra panels now where I've swiped up all that extra ink. The red and the gold look amazing. So I had actually stamped one there that was for a Valentine's Day card, and there's my butterfly card. They all look beautiful. I hope you give this a go. Very easy technique, and thank you very much for watching.